overall, I'm definitely gonna... Hello? Look how good my banana peppers are doing. This one is like trying to do something over here, like, yeah, it's all ready to like start bearing some fruit. I don't know, I think I may have to cut that off. Because I'm not ready for fruit yet, guys. And look at this, look at that! Oh my gosh, what you trying to do, guy? What you trying to do? They're ready to go. I'm not ready for you yet. We're gonna get these outside. At least these. I don't think that the groundhogs will do anything with the onions. They seem to be leaving the garlic alone out there because it's not protected. We don't have any fencing or anything like that around where I put the garlic and the potatoes. And I did see some groundhogs out there yesterday making a salad out of all the dandelions that I got out there. So hopefully they won't eat my babies. Okay, we're just gonna make the dough to the pita bread. And we'll finish it when we come back in. I'm gonna be weighing out my flour for this. Oop. Turn it on first. Okay. So I'm gonna measure out 2.2 pounds of flour. A teaspoon of yeast. 2 teaspoons of sugar. 2 teaspoons of salt. And to make sure that our pita bread rises, I'm gonna use some baking powder. I'm gonna use 1 teaspoon of baking powder. And this will make 8 pita breads. So after we mix it all up, I'm gonna put my 2.5 cups of water in. Just give it a quick mix until it's combined.
Making bread?
I'm making some pita bread.
Pita bread? Somebody's been picking out.
Oh yeah.
Who was that?
That was moi.
Oh my God.
Okay, so I'm just gonna let this set for 2 hours and then we'll come back and shape them and stuff. Yes, I was recording and you have to be in the video now. You can't try to sue me.
I don't know about that.
Looks like we're gonna have to pull out a few weeds first. So last year I took out all of our soiled bedding from our chickens and put that on top of these beds last fall. So it would have time to break down and, you know, compost and things like that. And on top of that, I put a little bit more of the garden soil that we had left over from our garden. And then I just put some straw on top of it. And that was it. And I hadn't touched it till today. And it looks really good. I think it looks pretty good. Considering I haven't done anything to it. I'm gonna pop these onions in there and see how they do. So the way that I'm planting these onions this year is I'm just making a trench with my hand, and the dirt was actually nice and fluffy, so it wasn't very hard for me to do. And I just spaced them out like around 12 inches apart. I tried to anyway. Doing? Don't even think about coming over here and digging out my onions. best. I believe in you. Okay, let's go see if our dough's ready. Okay. See what we got. Oh, we should have put some oil on this so it wouldn't dry out. It's a little dry. That's okay. It'll work still. Net it for a few minutes. Put oil on it. Don't do what I did. Now we're gonna roll them into 8 balls. So I just cut it in 8 pieces. Try to get it as even as possible. But this is to just show you guys how easy this bread was to make. I didn't do anything special. I just rolled these into a ball and at the best that I could, and you know, try to like bring it in on itself so that I can actually make a ball, and then I just put it on the cookie sheet. This was probably the simplest bread recipe that I've made in a long time. A must try. Get some oil and put it on top. Okay. So let this sit for about a half an hour. Get back now. Kind of close. Alright. So we're going to roll them out a little bit, not much. And then I'm going to put them on a cookie sheet that I have in the oven and cook them at 480 degrees for about 5 minutes. And we'll see how they look. I rolled these out just enough to get them a little flat, you know. I wasn't going for anything thin or anything like that. I just a couple rolls to get them a little flattened out, and that's all I did. Now I left this cookie sheet in the oven while it was heating up, and that's an important thing to do when making these. Make sure that you leave that cookie sheet in there and get it nice and hot. And then don't use any oil or anything like that. Just pop them right in there the way that they are, and they will cook up just fine. Now I cooked mine for between 5 and 6 minutes, but I basically went by when they puffed up and how golden I wanted them to be. So if you want them a little bit more brown, leave them in a little bit longer. If you don't, take them out. But wait until they puff up like this, because that's where you get the pockets from, is when they puff up like this. And these were really, really simple to make, but I'll show you how they puff up pretty fast. Around the 3-minute mark, they puff up. And this to me was a lot easier than making these on the stove. And see how they've got nice pockets in every one. And these were soft and kind of had that chew just like pita. I mean, it's pita bread. So my son here is making like a tuna sandwich out of his. And I'm using some of those egg bites things that I made. They're kind of like falafels. And I just stuffed it like that. I mean, you can stuff these with anything that you want, like chicken, beef, roast beef. Or you don't even have to stuff them. You can just use them to dip into some hummus or some, what is it called? Tabbouleh dip or something. These are really, really good. Plus, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It helps us out a lot. Overall, I'm definitely gonna... Hello? Overall, I'm definitely gonna make these again. These are the perfect pita breads. I don't think that I would change anything other than I would remember to add the oil on top when it was, you know, setting for 2 hours, because the top did get kind of dried out, but it still turned out really, really good. The taste is really good, nice and soft. I don't think that I have anything else to say about it, but I will leave the recipe and the link for anybody that would be interested in making these. And thank you for hanging out with me today, planting some onions and making some pita bread. Catch you on the next one.